You guys talked about Raw already this week?
Yes, we did. Do you want to talk about? Yeah. Let me take a wild guess what you want to talk about. Just a wild guess.
You go right ahead.
The Mexican wrestler that went over Finn Balor.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of it. Yeah, but talking about luchadors and the superstar shakeup, and I personally did think it was really cool to see Almas on Raw. I get a little nervous about it because there has not really been a strong track record of booking luchadors on Raw. In the past, it seems like they've actually...
Hang on a second. I could actually see Kevin. This sounds like the type of promo that would be cut if Kevin was promoting his new organization, Lucha Lives Matter. You're looking to further the cause.
Let me see if that URL is taken already.
Write that
You're
down.
coming on here talking about how unjustly treated you are. The booking the Lucha Lives Matter.
.com. Trademark that. Seriously though. Look, we've always talked about WWE's track record when it comes to booking luchadors, or not even just booking them. To me, honestly, it's not even 100% about, why aren't there? It seems like they do themselves such a disservice by not taking these highly marketable Hispanic stars and actually doing something with them.
Well, here's what I'll agree with, and I think that you should point out that the WWE is probably inherently racist in their actions when they do this. So I could argue that, wait a second, what about the way they used to book Eddie Guerrero?
Because they book one guy right and everybody else wrong doesn't make them like they know what they're doing. Eddie kind of got over on himself.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'm going to say.
Why do you think so many African Americans were happy when Kofi won?
Because it's all the social justice stuff and everything. They're pretending that Booker T wasn't a 5-time champion and that The Rock was a champion. They're pretending that never occurred. Okay, but here's the point. Here's the point: is that you could sit there and play it like that, but in the big picture, okay, and you look at every person on that roster, bro. Over the course of a period of time, have a lot of guys been elevated to the top for a significantly decent period of amount of time?
I'm not even asking for top. I just like some decent mid-carder, out of these performers who are amazing performers.
You could look at the Latinos, but I would say look at the American wrestlers or the Caucasian, or look at the other wrestlers, because, bro, the same thing happens to them too.
Oh, no doubt. Nobody's denying that there's bad booking decisions or lack of meaningful pushes. To every race, color, ethnicity, gender, whatever. That's not the argument. My question was really, and it wasn't even an argument. My question was really, heading into this superstar shakeup, heading into, in the fall, bringing SmackDown over to Fox. Given the pieces on the playing, I was actually really surprised, given the pieces on the playing board, that you're going to move Ray and Almas over to Raw at this point, unless the plan is to move them back, because historically, on free television, that is where the biggest Hispanic numbers for wrestling has come from. When SmackDown was on free television in the 2000s, the Hispanic audience was huge for SmackDown. That's when Ray was the number one draw on that show, number one ratings getter for them on that show. And so it's weird to me that, one, they move him to Raw, and I just don't see anybody else necessarily coming up and taking their place on SmackDown. They've got incredibly talented guys like Grand Metalik, who've done nothing since coming up.
Does he speak English
to WWE? I don't think he has very good English.
Well, bro, this is a very simplistic problem. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio speak perfect English. Yeah, no, very easy for the WWE to. They were very 100%. Easy for the WWE to put on top. See, Almas can speak good English. Obviously, speaks excellent English.
But again,
he's a guy that can be brought, that can be elevated.
Here's two things. You could put subtitles like Lucha Underground did, or like Impact does for Pentagon, or MLW does. Nobody complains about it and you understand what the fuck he's saying. Or make sure that before you put them on the main roster, they know Spanish. Give them some Spanish classes. But that's a WWE problem. They know these guys don't know Spanish. Plus, on top of that, there are no Latinos.
English.
What are you
English. You mean?
DI, I'm not sitting here arguing that any of the current stars, Almas included, Ray included, or whatever, should be pushed to be world champion. I'm just saying there are not even strong mid-carders that stay strong for more than one program.
That's the whole roster. That's the whole. This is the WWE.
Bro,
right
the whole roster is look.
They provide you a machine of promotion and marketing to get you to go out there and make more money than you'll make anywhere else because you have to wrestle more, but they pay more, and it's just you'll make more. But there's
who's arguing that?
No. But saying you can look at the structure of this company and they've been going for the past 10 years, and it's like nobody gets a promise of getting over because they've shown that they don't really know how to do it anymore to get people really over. So every professional wrestler is stuck in that whole, all the Latinos, the Japanese, they're all stuck in the same structure. They don't know. So you're right. I think it's surprising when a lot of foreign wrestlers sign with WWE because I'm like, look at it, I go like, why would you go there? You're not going to get over. They don't know how to push you if you don't.
Yeah, and that is true. But the other thing is, when you look around, whether it's Brock Lesnar, or Charlotte Flair, or Becky Lynch, or Seth Rollins, or John Cena, it's mostly all whites that are being pushed. There needs to be more inclusion, and we're finally seeing it, albeit slow.
But I think to your answer, to your exactly what you said, Di.
I'm going to get it to Joe. Are we going to get did you trademark that Lucha Lives Matter? Because I think that would be a good T-shirt for us to wear next week on this for the Kevin. We'll call it the Kevin Kleinroth segment.
Why aren't you in character anymore during the Lucha segments? Señor Guapo Inteligente used to come here all the time. What happened to him?
He lost his mask.
What?
Wow.